2, 1. What's up, Dom?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Back on the show. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks.
You were episode 1.
Actually, it's been a couple months.
I think it's been like 2 months. It's already been 10th episode. Recently, it was last week. So
wow.
We've had like 10 weeks of consistently putting episodes out. So yeah, like 2 months, I won't say 3 months. It was like 2 months.
I'll say 2 months roughly. I've actually been keeping up.
Have you?
Yeah, I've seen I'm so sorry. I've seen Peter Lee. He had him on here.
Dude, Peter loves coming on the show. What's up, Peter?
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Peter Lee. What's up, bro?
Dude, yeah. But yeah, you definitely kicked us off. So it's good to finally have you back on the show. Episode 11. Dude, you're kind of restarting it again.
Oh, yeah. Back with Uno.
Dude, so many things have happened the past 2 months. Yeah. From like VidCon to you guys just had like a viral Lollapalooza.
Dude, it's been a hella crazy like past couple of months, man. I've been busy, man. And traveling and making crazy videos. So
when was VidCon again? Was it
VidCon? It happened in June. Yeah, it was like the first week of June actually.
Was that before you did the episode here?
Yeah, it was actually before.
So we did the episode first.
Yeah, we did the podcast first, and then like maybe a week later, I flew out to Las Vegas. Because my parents came from Europe, was just really crazy, and then we drove from Las Vegas to California.
Dude, how was that? How was the trip? You guys were there in the earthquake.
Yo, yeah, bro. I was so scared. I never witnessed an earthquake, or I still haven't witnessed an earthquake, but they're saying that there's earthquakes like in the surroundings area where we were at, but I never felt anything. I think my girl Bella, mom said she felt something at nighttime, but I didn't feel anything.
I mean, dude, it's crazy. Once you actually get to feel one, you're kind of like, everything just kind of rumbles and you're just kind of like, whoa, this is a really weird feeling. Because, I mean, earthquakes aren't too bad unless you're like inside a building or you're around like cars or anything that can like harm you. But if you're just in flat land, like, unless the earth swallows you. But I mean, if that happens, then
that would suck. I don't want to say this, but I kind of want to experience an earthquake, but definitely not a magnitude 10. No. Maybe like a 2 or 3, but I kind of want to. I want to experience it.
Well, the thing is, like when you're in California, you can push back a little bit. When you're in California, like earthquakes happens like every day. Like
really?
you get these 1s, 2. Like the earth is always like moving. So you have felt probably like 1 or 2. They're just so small that like you just don't feel them. I think like once they hit 4 or 5, maybe even the 3 sections. I'm not like a scientist here, but that's when you can really start feeling them. Right. And I mean it's interesting because when you're sitting down and as opposed to standing up, like it's like your whole body just loses balance. Oh yeah, it just loses balance completely.
Wow.
And it's
kind of cool in a way, but scary and traumatic at the same time, you know? So
I mean, it'd be cool to witness it if you've never done it. Mm-hmm. But
have you ever? Wait, I have. Really?
When I lived in California, I was smaller. It just happens randomly. Like you don't even know it's Earth just starts shaking, and if you're inside the house, it gets kind of like scared because everything just starts moving. Yeah, and you're like, yo, I got to get out of here.
I feel like you're trapped. I feel like if you're inside of a house, you'd be like trapped.
Yeah, that's why
opposed
like you don't have enough time to do because they're pretty instantaneous. I mean, I think there's an app that kind of gives you a couple either seconds or maybe not a whole minute. I think a couple seconds.
It's called seismic. The seismatic app or something like that. I don't know if I might be mistaken, but
there's a couple. I don't know. The one I saw on TV was the one they were saying, but since I don't live there, I didn't get it.
Yeah, apparently that the app didn't work. It didn't notify like no residents, anyone in California. That's what I've heard.
The thing is, I think what I heard is they do it by regions. So if you live in the LA region, like the earthquake happened like almost right between Vegas and California in the middle of nowhere. So that's why I think it got to them late or something because it wasn't like within the radius that would be dangerous enough.
Got it. Okay.
But I mean, it's one of those things where it just pops. It just happens, you know? So like, that's like, at least here in Texas, we have hurricanes and you can see them coming out like thousands of miles away.
We get like a week to pack.
Tornadoes, I think sometimes you have like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. You gotta go in the basement at that point. Like you have no options.
Yeah. You don't have basements in Texas, do we?
We do, but up north probably because we don't get tornadoes down here. But there's tornadoes like up in Dallas. Like that's the sections up there, up to the north.
I know for sure. Dallas is like a tornado alley.
Yeah.
They have a tornado alley here. Houston is I don't think it's gonna ever
happen. The worst thing that happened here is just hurricanes.
Hurricanes, yeah.
But I heard the other day, my dad was telling me that some part here in Texas, this was back when the earthquake hit California, that there was a registered earthquake here in Texas.
What?
Yeah. I don't know if that was true or not, but he had told me.
It can be. We don't have tectonic plates that run by each other, do we? I
don't know. I mean, you got to, those El Paso kind of hills, mountains, hill country, they got to be formed somehow, some way, I'm assuming, but I have no.
Interesting.
I got no idea. I have no idea. But no, definitely. If you want to experience them, go down to like. Well, the thing is, it's not like a monsoon or something where you can like witness it whenever you want. They just kind of happen.
Well, moving forward, VidCon, right?
How was VidCon? Because I did a podcast about my experience at VidCon.
Really? Okay.
But
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's just pretty. It was a short one. I think I didn't have a person that week to get a podcast. I was like, yo.
I was actually supposed to show up to that podcast and talk about it, but I was busy.
But you're a busy man these days.
Oh yeah,
very so busy luckily to have you back in town for a couple of days.
Thank you. Being TikTok famous and all, it's not easy, man. I'm just kidding.
So how was VidCon for you? I know you were a featured creator.
Oh man, VidCon. It was actually like my first event to attend, like first massive event to attend to, and my experience there was just like remarkable. Like it was just amazing. It's like an intervention of like tons of like creators coming together. You know, did I say that right? Intervention or convention?
What are you trying? Intervention,
where like a ton of creators just come in and just like meet each other. And collab, talk, network, etc. And being a featured creator there was just like phenomenal. I never thought I can just be like a guy from TikTok will be like placed on a panel on stage in front of like hundreds and just talk about the success and how do you gain like that many followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's cool to talk about it, and it's I was actually really nervous to do it, to go on stage and talk about my success and just how I got up there. But it's just when I got on stage, I just felt everyone's energy and the vibe. Everything was so right, and I just went at it, and it was like natural, Yeah,
I mean, you were pretty comfortable up there. That's what
very comfortable. Yeah.
I think we were all rehearsing behind the scenes, like for at least an hour.
Dude,
or two.
My palms are drenched, like just sweaty.
This was one of those things too, where like it's like sports. Before you go out and play, you kind of have the jitters, whatever, a little like sweaty, whatever, and then once you play and like the ball starts rolling, it just kind of like all goes away. Because I mean, you've done this before, like not like a panel, but like it's not something that you haven't been around,
right?
And because I was telling you, it's hard to like speak in public when you're just bullshitting. Like
true.
And like I mean, I know that from school, speech classes and everything. Like I had not done any research.
You did debate?
I didn't do debate, but I think we were supposed to take some kind of speech course regardless. And then in college, I took another speech course. And I mean, it was like stuff I wasn't interested in doing. I literally was like, hey, do a report and then I give a speech about it.
Right. That's exactly what I did too.
I mean, I probably just like spark noted it the night before.
Oh my God. Dude, I remember that using that in high school.
Oh, dude.
That's give you all the answers.
That's the only reason I passed high school.
Spark notes. I can't believe.
No, but Spark notes helps. I mean, I hated literature. I hated reading. I wasn't part of I hated
definitely
that.
Not a strong subject for me.
No, and then I enjoyed more like math and stuff like that. And so yeah, definitely helped a lot. But that's what I'm saying, like it's a lot more difficult when you don't know what you're talking about. But like you've been doing essentially like social media for such a long time. You've been through Musically, TikTok.
I've experienced it, so it's like something that I've done, So
at that point, it's just sort of like, how can you like speak like better, more stuff like that than knowing what to say? Because I think you have plenty of knowledge of what you want to say.
Right.
It's kind of crazy seeing how they treat everyone like royalty there, like the featured creators.
Yeah, dude. They so like the hotel we were staying at, we go outside, and so the hotel and then the VidCon event, it was probably like 2 miles away. But then at the hotel, they give you like these black like trucks, And it's like you get a chauffeur, so you go in and they drive you like it's like you're famous,
Yeah.
And they drive you to the like not the front, because that's where all like the fans and like all the other people are staying where they're at. So we like drove to the back and went from the back side. which is like really, really cool. You know,
I remember when I got there too.
I felt really like famous. I was like, damn, your boy famous.
Yeah, I remember because I got there the day before, day after you, like at the hotel, because I went back home, and then I was like, damn, should I take these or should I Uber? Should I drive there? And I was like, you know, I'm just gonna take my chances. And I stood up in the front, and they picked me up.
That's what's up.
Headed over there, and then I guess the full access pass gave you that access as well.
Yeah, literally have access to anything.
So, but no, yeah, that place was insane, dude. Like, you say you saw David Dobrik as well?
Oh man, yeah, I saw him. So I was filming some TikToks in the lobby area at the hotel, and I guess I had like this huge event in the late evening. I don't know I think it was Nike or like a Facebook party or something. I don't know. But anyway, I ended up going back to my hotel room to check on, Bella, because she's up there. She didn't feel well. So I just went in the elevator, and it was just me in the elevator. And then literally like the elevator was about to close, and like David Dobrik walked in. I was like, no fucking way. Oh, am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah. It's explicit.
Yeah. I'm like, no fucking way. Like David Dobrik. So like in my head, I'm like, man, I'm not going to be like fangirling or like going crazy because of David Dobrik. I'm just like, he's a creator. I'm a creator. I'm just going to talk to him in like a professional way, So we're like on the elevator and we're going up, and I was like, oh bro, what's up, man? Like I just opened up the conversation. It's like, hey man, aren't you the guy who did like this Chipotle challenge on TikTok? Because it was like this big brand deal that
I remember I saw it.
So he's like, yeah, that was me. I was like, oh yeah, me too, man. I got the same brand deal. He's like, oh, that's what's up. And I was like, all right. I was like, so what's the occasion? Like, what are you doing here? And I think he's mentioned about something, a sponsorship through Nike or something that he had. So I was like, oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I mean, when you get to that high of a level, like Nikes and stuff in the world, and
I wish I can get, sponsorship.
Hey, if Nike, if you're listening to this.
Nike, if you're listening to this, oh my God,
or if
please sponsor me.
Or if someone who's connected to Nike can get this to headquarters.
I will literally wear your clothes like my whole life. Like I will only wear your clothes.
Damn, that's commitment.
You just got to supply everything to me. Like all the merch, all the shoes. I'm down to rock it every day.
Get some sponsored posts and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, dude, you
being commercials for Nike, dude, that'll be like the dream.
You are one of the biggest creators. Actually, dude, how many followers did you have when we did the first episode?
When we did the first episode,
were you still in the 6 million?
I think I was at 6.9.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's been like you're like a 7.5 now.
I'm at 7.4.
7.4.
So it went up. It's still going up. TikTok is such a still raw platform. And man, it's crazy how like more and more people are coming onto the app. And I've also been seeing like on the For You page, which is like explore page, like on Instagram. But on the For You page, I've seen old Viners coming on the app, It's crazy. So it's like more and more people are like hearing about it, and they're just generating more and more like, new comers on the app. So
dude, yeah, I've been seeing it grow like insane, dude. Like when I was over there, like it almost felt like there was more TikTokers than anything else.
For sure.
At VidCon.
For sure.
Everyone just seemed to want to hop on. Like, are you a content creator on VidCon on TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know someone? I remember the first day I got there, I was looking for you, and some guy just came up. I was like, "Are you a creator?" I was like, I guess I'm a creator to some extent. Like, I'm not like influencer, that kind of like that. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, "Okay, because we have this like partnership we want to do. We're looking like for like influencers." I mean, I gave him your business card, or I gave you his business card. I don't know if you kept it or not.
But
I still have it. He said he would probably reach out, but we'll see. But what I'm trying to say, there's so much opportunity like out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, especially in the convention center. Where the event was held at, there was like so many different like Instagram, Snapchat. There was so many other like companies there looking for like creators, to partner with.
Did you do explore more? Like I know they had like a YouTube day. Was it a YouTube day or is it just? Cause I was only there like 1.5-ish kind of day.
I didn't really go on the last day.
Okay.
I was busy creating content with some friends. Yeah.
He was like, forget you guys.
Yeah. Well,
but next year, dude, you're growing on YouTube.
Yeah, so maybe I'll come next year like for a YouTube creator, be featured for a YouTube creator.
Hey, you just had a viral video go off right now. So
yeah. Speaking of that, Yeah. Should I elaborate more on that?
Go for it. Right, go for it.
It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You know, like, so I've gotten really big on TikTok, right? You know, I'm doing really well. And then I wanted to always like be on YouTube. Eventually I wanted to transition, you know, my following to YouTube. So I started doing, you know, challenges on YouTube with Bella, like a couple challenges, and they did it right, you know. And then we kept posting consistently, and then we ended up doing this challenge called the like my girlfriend speaks German for 24 hours to me.
Was that a challenge you guys saw or you made it up?
Like what like did we see it? Huh? Yeah, okay, so we've seen others. And then I was like, oh my God, Bella, like you're German, you know I speak German. Like, let's do a challenge, you know? So we end up doing it. And honestly, dude, like when we did it and we posted it, it did horribly. Like, and if one day I only had like maybe 900 to 1,000 views, you know? Yeah. So then we kept going and we started doing other challenges. And we posted another one with my brother, who knows me more, like Bella or my brother, my girlfriend or my brother. And that did really well. That did like maybe like 2K in like 1 or 2 days. Yeah. And then the German video literally was still at 1K. Okay. So then come to find out when I was in Vidcon, was it? Yeah, it was like during Vidcon, the video somehow just skyrocketed with views. Literally, it just blew up out of the middle of nowhere. You know,
it was crazy. I remember you telling me like, "Yo, our video's at like 200K." I was like,
"Yeah."
What?
Okay, so when I first seen it, it was like maybe at 18,000 views. I was like, "Man, that's weird." You know, it was actually Bella's dad that mentioned like, "Hey, yo, this video is kind of like doing well." I was like, "Dude, we posted like 2 months ago," and then so like the next day it was like at 50K, and the next day it was at 200,000. You know, and it just kept going and going and going.
Just kept going and going.
Yeah, and I think right now, I think the video is pushing like 900,000 right now.
I mean, it's close to 1 million.
Close to 1 million, bro.
Close to 1 million views.
If we get to that 1 million view mark, I'll be satisfied because I was like, wow, I did it. You know,
yeah, you got your first million view video on YouTube, which is I think where the platform you're trying to transition to, right?
Yeah.
Or at least have a bigger presence.
Exactly, yeah.
Because you still want to be on TikTok, but you also want to just expand the brand.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love TikTok. It's very like where, you know, it's where you can create short form videos. But, you know, YouTube is more like it opens more doors, you know? Yeah. And it's you can do a lot more on YouTube. So.
Dude, well, what you else been working on as far as like the YouTube? I know you've been posted a new video yesterday. I still haven't watched it yet. I need to watch it.
Yeah, we recently posted a video yesterday. We what did we do? Oh my God, what did we do?
You really forgot your video?
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so like my girlfriend did like she did a prank on me.
Oh, was it makeup?
Yeah,
okay.
I totally forgot. You know, I totally forgot what we posted yesterday. But she did this prank where she did her makeup horribly. Yeah. Yeah, and then like she wore it like throughout the whole day. It was kind of like a weird video.
We gotta watch it.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't watched it, you know, my YouTube channel is Dominic Toliver. So
this guy's posting. What, you're posting like once or twice a week?
I'm posting right now like once a week.
So I want to get into also like what your strategies are now that you've been on YouTube doing it for like consistently like 2-3 months already.
Yeah.
Or 4 months.
I would say, roughly like 3.
Like 3 months consistently, like posting content out. Have you seen
weekly? Yeah.
Have you seen like certain kind of videos do better than others? What's been your kind of like strategy, or have you just been like, we're just gonna push content out and just see what does best?
Yeah, like, we just kind of like just push content out. You know, we feel like we're kind of like sticking to the couple challenge thing right now because those do really well no matter what. You know, yeah, some may have more views than others. Just depends, you know. But right now we're sticking with the challenges, couple challenge.
I think those do really well as well because I know, and I guess it depends on who's like uploading. Because not everyone wants to like upload challenges. Maybe older people are like, I don't know if challenges are still a thing for me. So I think I think it definitely. I mean, I think you can add your own twist to each challenge. Mm-hmm. Sure, it is more for like a younger crowd. I think it just depends who you want your target audience to be.
Right.
And if I mean, for example, like you already coming from TikTok, a lot of followers on there were younger base. So Definitely. It just kind of makes sense to like go down that avenue, try out content like that. And I mean, overall, dude, it's pretty fun to do them. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's really fun to make videos. We're always having a good time filming. So
yeah, because usually either you're doing like tutorials, how to's, showing people how to do stuff, or you're doing entertainment kind of stuff. So like the challenges and all that kind of fall in entertainment. And
right.
I think it's. I mean, I enjoy them. I mean, I enjoy the how to's too. They just require a little more work because you actually have to break down like what are you trying to talk about. And then I actually give the tutorial, and then at the same time maybe add a little like entertainment in there as well.
Right.
Whereas like entertainment is just kind of like you just do the challenge and just see what happens, or you kind of like do something that makes people laugh.
Yeah. I actually love the how-to videos.
Do you?
And not like just to it's just to gain knowledge and just to know something, because you gain more. You know, I love watching them. Whenever I'm bored.
I mean,
so it can just be about anything.
I watch them all the time too, just because I'm always trying to learn some new stuff. Because I mean, there's only so much entertainment I can take in before I'm like, I'm gonna get dumb here, just like just looking at challenges.
After watching my videos.
Now your videos aren't that
your
bad.
IQ
man.
goes lower.
Some videos are like over the top, like excessive, like. You can tell everything's like there's a level of setup to each video, because I mean you want to know what your shots are, what the ideas are, and then but I think you guys still do a pretty decent job of like having like organic like reactions, you know, and stuff like that. Whereas like some people, I mean, I haven't seen it personally, but I've heard plenty of people who pretty much everything is fake to the bone.
Yeah, you can tell. You know, when I see something fake, I just feel uncomfortable. I'm like, huh? You know, I'm just like, what?
What is this?
I don't know. I'm not feeling this, you know?
So what are you guys doing right now? What are you guys like, as far as like tips to making like a good YouTube video? Is there like any structure you guys been like following? Like, hey,
we're not really following like a structure or anything. We kind of, I mean, if this goes to like, to anyone who wants to make a video, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, you kind of just want to make sure you have a good setting, good background. You want to know what you're talking about. You want to know like what you're about to film, you know, because you can't just put a camera in front of your face and just say something. You got to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I would say that.
How important is the thumbnail and like the caption? Because I think my research on YouTube is like it's not like how Instagram's algorithm is. Like YouTube is still very dependent on your thumbnail and then your caption or what your title the video.
Wow, that I never knew about the thumbnail, but I just knew like we always have to have like a good. Cause I feel like okay, maybe it's very true. I didn't know about the thumbnail, but I just knew already. You know, like the thumbnail has to be good because like as soon as you see a thumbnail, that's the attention getter. Yeah. You get drawn in by the thumbnail.
I mean, a good thumbnail, people will attract you there.
Exactly. You'd be like, oh, wow, this seems like very festive or like very like dramatic. Let me click on it. Yeah. You know? And then sometimes it can be very interesting, and then sometimes be like, it doesn't even match to the thumbnail, you know? Yeah. But it still draws you in.
A little clickbait.
Yeah, a little clickbait. Yeah, clickbait. There you go. So, I think thumbnails are very important, you know?
Yeah, I think it just depends because some people you get stuck in this kind of like phase where you do all this research and you look up the perfect titles and you go
just do it, man. Just
SEO, and I think sometimes it's just you just have to start, you just have to do it, and
just
then
do it, yeah.
And then once you kind of, because I think YouTube
just get the idea and then film it. You know, don't spend hours researching and studying. Just do it.
Now, I think it makes sense to study if your content is how to like grow on YouTube or something. But then at the same time, like I'm always kind of like weirded about those videos when they don't even have like a big following as well. I'm like, well, you're showing us how to grow on YouTube, but then your own channel is has not grown yet.
Maybe they just want to get so many views on that so they can gain on to subscribers. Yeah, you know.
I mean, it's crazy.
You never know.
It's crazy seeing how that is because I mean I've done a lot of like sort of research on it, what you're supposed to do, and then but you just get so stuck in that like, okay, what do I need to do that you never actually start.
Right.
Which is the worst part.
I think a lot of people, tend to do that.
They do. Have you started monetizing it on that?
On YouTube, yes. My videos are monetized.
Dude, nice. Well, actually, that's what I want to talk about. Like, because I know you're literally full time, like influencer, social media, making a living off of this. Like, is there like at some point that you feel like you can start monetizing for someone who's just starting off, or do you have to reach like into the millions?
No, I don't have a million subscribers or like a million views yet.
Yeah,
I mean, not yet. I'm close. But so from what I know and from my knowledge, in order to start monetizing on YouTube, you had to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and then at least 4,000 hours of watch time. Right? Is that right? Yeah, I think 4,000 hours of watch time. So,
dude,
well, yeah, it may seem a lot, but just honestly, like, I used to worry about monetization for the longest. Like, I'm like, oh man, like I really want to, like my whole focus was trying to get money on YouTube. And it comes to find out, like, you shouldn't worry about that. You should only worry about the content.
That's
because you can literally you can post a video, like your first time you post a video on YouTube, it can go viral. You never know. So I would just say, worry about the content. Keep pushing the content out on your channel, and then eventually it would generate the views,
Yeah.
And then monetization will come along.
So you're still using the Google AdSense? Has any like companies reached out as far as like brand deals or anything like that on YouTube?
I don't know if I got like any like sponsorships yet, but yeah, right now I'm getting I guess I'm getting like revenue through views, the AdSense.
Yeah, because I've always heard that's like a good way, but it's not like the best way of making money on YouTube, just because I mean, I think certain content gets paid more than other content as far as like how much you get paid per like your CPM per 1,000 views or something. Wow. So I think certain content gets paid more, but I mean, it's like the easiest way. I'd probably could just kind of do it off of Google AdSense, but it just depends on your views. So
yeah, it depends on the views.
So you get 1 million views by 1,000. I think was it like 1 million views is like $100 or like $1,000?
No, I think 1 million views is like $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Because I saw some stat the other day where someone broke down, like, if you got like some video with 280 million views divided by 1,000, if you got paid like $1.50 or something, $2 for that video for every 1,000 views, right? It ended up being like $300,000 or something like that.
Damn.
I mean, some people are making ridiculous money off of this.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like
I can imagine.
I want to get into. Well, I'm not gonna say, guys. I want to make sure like this is actually successful before I put it out there. But I want to start this new thing on YouTube where it's just hopefully it works out. Let's see if we can. In theory, it should work out. But
what is it?
The compilation videos I was telling you about.
Okay.
Let's see how they do.
You should definitely do that.
I mean, I'm gonna try it, and they shouldn't take too long if it's like funny videos or something like that. But I need to do my research on finding.
You're gonna add like your own twist to it?
Yeah, add my own twist to it. Do something like that.
Okay.
But all right, dude, we're almost at 30 minutes. We're trying to keep this episode short.
Wow.
Dude, time always flies by
time
fast.
Bro, I didn't even realize it's been like almost 30 minutes.
Yeah, guys, today it's a pretty fast episode today. We are a little busy, so we're kind of just. Dominic here came in at the last minute to help out with this podcast.
Well, before this, we shot a TikTok video.
Oh yeah, guys, yeah, check it out. I'll leave the links down below to the videos. We put some ridiculous outfits on, cop costumes.
Yeah,
and I was like, is that even legal?
I was a criminal.
As a criminal. I do. Well, pretty much what we do. What I started doing now is I ask some random questions at the end. And
all right, hopefully I can answer all of them.
Dude, they're pretty simple. So,
what's your name?
What's your name, dude? Okay, the first question is, who's your favorite actor, actress growing up?
Favorite actor growing up, definitely Will Smith. He inspired me a lot, and just his movies are like all badass. Actress, I don't know. I can't really.
Well, it can be either. It can be either or. If you had one or the other.
Yeah, so probably like Will Smith.
Will Smith. You don't like some Denzel, dude?
Huh?
Some Denzel.
Denzel. Yeah, for sure.
Dude,
Denzel,
good.
He's a really good speaker.
It's,
like he can talk.
It's crazy.
And he can act, bro.
It's crazy because like when you haven't done any videos before, you haven't been like around this kind of space, like you look at a movie and you're like, dude, like anyone can do that. But then you actually get to